I'm gonna say this, before there was numbers, there was creativity. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't something that we did paint by numbers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that we copied, as they call it, swagger jacking, which we'll get into that later. We didn't do that. We created something fresh. We didn't know what the numbers would be, but because we were being original with what it is that we're doing. I mean, I go into all of the things that were spawned off of my one jam, off Knocking Boots. There was so many songs that were birthed off of that song. But you know what I'm saying, the reality was when we made it, when I made it, when I wrote, it wasn't an original. It was an original idea, it was an original concept. So, don't feel free to use your creativity. You do not have to be like anybody else to be brilliant.
Or to make numbers.
Artists, yeah.
You can make your own numbers with your own creativity.
Look at Prince, you know what I'm saying? We really want to look at somebody that just did whatever he felt like doing. It comes to a point where you got to get that back, and when the labels got on his back too tough, he rebelled. And he's still doing what he wants to do, and he's still selling out Madison Square Garden to this day because of that.
Okay, so can we say you just was rebellion, taking a hiatus, or what?
Yeah, the rebellion kind of forced me into a hiatus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you buck up against the labels, they do what they do, and in a situation it's kind of like, or it is like blackball. You know what I'm saying? They want to, put your name out there like this, that, and the third. When you with a major label. So,
okay, this is the extended version of that. So is that what's cracking with this whole internet buzz right now? Since I am gonna put this on the internet, and motherfuckers love the internet, YouTubes and all that, right? You know about the buzz about all these artists that allegedly sold they soul and now they homosexual? Is that a collection of different labels that maybe artists are trying to get out of different contracts maybe? And they hired some Uncle Tom Negro to videotape some shit and put it out there? Is that what happened? I
believe that people go beyond the call of duty to compromise themselves
for some money.
For the money, hell yeah, that's in any scenario. So it's got to be with big dollars. It's got to be with a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar companies. You know what I'm saying? When you know that you can easily be dropped. That's pretty much with anything. The NBA, the NFL, you see a lot of funny shit going on. When like somebody got a feather up their ass in the NBA or in the NFL, with a player, making a decision. You can see that from what's his name, Moss. You see that with LeBron James. You had an owner come out and just say some real crazy shit. Like, dude, this not that serious. That man made up his mind to do something for himself. Everybody got their opinion about LeBron James, but this is how I see it. How I see it is that man decided to make a move before he was forced out. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to make a move so he felt he was closer in the position for a ring. There's a lot of things that maybe he could have did better, but who's to say? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? The decision, that might have been a big fail, that to build it up and hype like that. But it got us talking about LeBron James. It got millions of viewers watching LeBron James going back to Cleveland. It got it like it's a soap opera. So how is that wrong when that's all we do is feed off of energy like that? You know what I'm saying? It got you talking. It got you looking. You know what I'm saying? He did 7 years in Cleveland, man. Some of y'all can't stay with a bitch for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And then you see what the shit happened with the owners is it was like he was somebody that got shipped in a relationship. Be it a bitch, be it a nigga, be it a, whatever. He was the victim. How you a victim? You got a whole team. You got that much money. And you know what I'm saying? Go get you another LeBron. Like Hov say, go get you another Hov. You know what I'm saying? You got that much money and you worrying about one player. After 7 years, you should already had another player.
So
that's how I see it.
So these cats, they sold nothing to no Illuminati and none of that. That's all bullshit. Or
not Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's something that you really got to do your research in and do it. There's a real great chance that there is, some other elements working, but I don't think everybody accused of being in the Illuminati is in the Illuminati. I don't believe all success that's done as far as industry is Illuminati based. I don't believe that. Could be wrong, because you know what I'm saying, I got kicked out for state my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna get on the bitter side like maybe it is. maybe, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to reserve comment. I know I didn't have no board meetings to sell my soul, which is why I'm not in the game, in the loop. If that's what it is, then maybe that's what it is, because I'm not, you know, it's a possibility, but I won't know until that bridge comes across my way. If it ever comes my way, I'll let you know. You'll know, because I'll be kicked out again. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really kicked out, I just left. So before some shit like that happens to come across my way, I'm not doing it. So, you know, I promise you this, if it was like that, I would definitely speak on it. You know, I feel it's a right to speak on that type of shit. So there's so much going on, there's so much talks about it. Maybe somebody out there knows. I think they just really need to let the people, somebody in that camp who is supposedly Illuminati, eventually it will come out to where they just bottom line, flat out say this is what happens, and they're going to go crazy and they're going to confess, and if they get murdered because of it, then so be it. But eventually, somebody's going to break. That happens in anything, in the mob, in any situations, you know what I'm saying, where you felt like you just can't do it anymore. Sooner or later, y'all just stay posted. Sooner or later, if it's all these cats are Illuminati, sooner or later it's going to go bad, and somebody just going to come out, and you'll see what happens. So stay tuned.
There you have it, yo bitch. Coach TV. COACHT.V. CoachConnected.com.